Happy New Year! 2020 is upon us. Quite scary, really. New decade. And to celebrate the start of the new year, I'm playing a game that is over a year old. Football Manager 2019. Regen Rovers has returned. And we are still top of the table. And today's match is crucial because we're going to be taking on Tottenham Hotspur, who have a game in hand. So we cannot afford to lose this. If we lose it, of course they get up to 54 points, and then if they win their game in hand, they move back above us. It would be a disaster. We are still unbeaten, by the way. It has been a miraculous season. We've only conceded 9 goals all season. Unbelievable stuff from us. I was looking at this squad for a good half an hour this morning, just looking through the players, reminding myself, because I haven't played a huge amount in the last couple of weeks since the last episode. I have obviously played a few games, but I haven't gone as far as I hoped. But this is just the perfect place to stop and record a video because it is against Tottenham. We're also going to be taking on Newcastle in the League Cup semi-final second leg. We drew 1-1 in the first leg, so that's an important one. If you have happened to have clicked on this video and have no idea what Regen Rovers is about because you're a new subscriber, hello. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching my recent videos. It's been a fantastic... December 2019 was a fantastic month for me on YouTube. It possibly might have been my best ever month on YouTube in terms of views and that sort of thing. Maybe not views, but it really was a very, very good month. So thank you. And if you are new, then go and check this series out. If you're wanting to sort of binge a long series, there's 2 Regen Rovers series. One from Football Manager 2017, full of drama, and the same, Football Manager 2019. Head over to my channel. I think I've got a section on my home screen called Best of Golden FM, something like that. And there's the first series of Regen Rovers and this series of Regen Rovers. It's been an adventure, and this season really has been very special. Look at this. Look at all those green dots, a few yellows in there. Since you left me then, so of course in the last episode I think we beat Southampton and West Brom, so since then beat our rivals, City rivals 5-0 in the Hampshire Senior Cup. We beat Napoli 2-0 in the Champions League, went through top of that group quite comfortably. 5 wins, 1 draw ahead of Bayern Munich, 2-2 draw against Man City, 3-1 win against Chelsea, 1-0 wins against Leeds, West Ham and Chelsea once again. I mean, clean sheets. It's just incredible, our defence this season. 2-1 win away from home against Cardiff, 2-2 draw against Colchester United. That was a blip in the FA Cup. 1-1 draw against Newcastle in the League Cup, and then a 2-0 win against Villa, and most recently a 3-0 win against Colchester to get through to the 4th round of the FA Cup. But I was talking about this squad. It is special. It is full of talented players. We have really improved it. And I know some people were saying I really should be signing using the money that I've been given by the board. We've got £101 million to spend. Bit of wage budget as well. Not much, so we'd probably have to reduce this transfer budget. But the reason I haven't spent it is because I'm not really sure where to improve the team. I'm pretty happy with the majority of the squad. Isidoro Rodriguez and our new defender Andreychenko have been fabulous at the back, of course. Matt Smith, alongside them at left back, is turning into... He's a wonder kid still, but he's basically world class already. He's so good. 20 caps for England at the age of 20. Boris is the only player described as a world class player, elite winger. When it uses the word elite, that means world class. For some reason, everything's going down. I think it might be injuries, but he's the only player technically in the squad that is considered world class or described that way. I really like Martinez, our new signing from Atletico Madrid. What a bargain he was. Spanish international, good. Very good midfielder. Kotasek is the real star in the midfield. He's so good. Of course, we've still got Van den Broek, the Belgian. We've got Lens still. I mean, he's obviously getting on a bit, but he's actually still improving in some places. Simon Moore is our real star left winger, I suppose. He's had a good season. And then, of course, the strikers, Navarrete, who's excellent. Anthony's actually scored a lot more goals than him this year, though. And Safet Kalechi, who's now got 100 caps for Turkey. Good striker. And of course, we can't forget the legend, the all-round legend Mark Ball, who has signed a new contract, believe it or not. And he's with us for another 18 months. It's taken a bit of a wage decrease, which is nice. Nice of him to do. What a legend. So that's why I haven't spent money, but I did try and spend money actually. Who was it? It was this chap, Juan Manuel Gabriel, who was transfer listed by Atletico Madrid. No, not Atletico Madrid, Benfica, sorry. Now, he was transfer listed because he wanted to leave. He was on only about 50k a week. And he's a world-class talent. Argentinian international. So good. And I bid £81 million, which they accepted. But he rejected my contract of 200k a week, which would have been far and away the biggest ever wage from Regen Rovers. But he elected to go to Bayern Munich, and this is where I find it really annoying. They got him for £62 million. I think there's some clauses in there. And also, look at his contract. 145k a week. And I had to pay more money for him and more wages to try and convince. I understand the wages side of things, because to convince him to come to Little Old Regen Rovers would probably have to do something special. But yeah, he's decided to go to Bayern Munich. He actually finished below us in the Champions League group, so I think it's a mistake of his. But I don't think we actually need to improve the squad. I'm just really happy with the squad we have available. I have actually sold a player though, Joel Reynoso, who was disappointed that he wasn't registered for the league. I just didn't have space for him. Got him on a free, of course. This is really, really good business from me, because we signed him on a free from a club that had just spent £8.75 million on him. And he's gone back to Mexico for £6.25 million. That's really good business for a 34-year-old as well. I mean, he's a Mexican legend. That's probably why they're willing to pay the money to get him back over there. But for a player who was our third choice right winger, I think that's pretty good. Anyway, Spurs. Where are we going? Here we go. They are the favourites. They have been so dominant in this universe. They're ridiculously dominant. If we look at their Champions League record, 3 wins in a row. They've won the last 3 Champions Leagues. They've won the last 4 Premier League titles. They've won the last 3 Club World Cup titles. I presume they've just finished playing it, in fact. Yep, they did. 5-0 win. They've lost the last 2 games, interestingly. They've crashed out the FA Cup. Which is a surprise, because they have won a couple of them recently as well. And they've also won the League Cup a couple of times in recent years. So they have been truly dominant. Who's their manager these days? Niko Kovac is in charge. So he's won multiple titles with Spurs. Transformed the club. They were always at the top, but they've finally managed to win the league. And they've won it 4 times in a row. Looking to make it 5. But we're trying to stop them. We're desperate to stop them, and this is the team I'm going with. Antonello in goal, Laurent, Ondrejchenko, Rodriguez, Matt Smith, Boris, Van den Broek, Kotosek, Moore, Navarrete and Anthony. I think it's my strongest lineup. Here we go then. We're in Tottenham's rather lovely stadium. It is quite spectacular, to be fair. Caruso has won the most recent Ballon d'Or award. He is so good, and those of you that have watched the last couple of seasons will know how dangerous this man is. He is ridiculously good. They do have a couple ageing players in the team, and England's right wing, who's a bit of a legend, to be fair. Dave Hurst. Enriquez is a younger prospect, 24 years old, Portuguese left winger. Their best performing player this year is actually the English right back, Leon Hussey. So dangerous, this team. But we've been solid this year because we've been playing with a defensive tactic, particularly against the big teams, and it has worked. I'll just show you. We've got it on defensive. And yeah, it's been effective. We've hardly conceded any goals, of course. The problem is going forwards. We've not been quite so prolific this year. Navarrete's only on 13 goals. Anthony's done well. He's on 19. But if you look at us against our competition, all the other teams up here, we've only got 36 goals, and all these other teams have well over 40, as you can see there. We want this to be boring. We want a draw at the a draw at the very least. A win, and I think we'll go on and win the league. But that is a big if. We're away from home against the best team in the world. They've won everything. And we beat them earlier in the season, which was surprising. But all I want today is a draw. A boring draw I will take. And Van den Broek has done exceptionally well there. It's fallen to Kotosek. That's poor. Really poor. That was a really good opportunity to take advantage of. Great play from Van den Broek. And we've wasted it. It's crossed in. Ondrejchenko, calm as you like. Cleared by Antonello up the pitch, looking for Navarrete. It's come to Simon Moore now. What can the Englishman do? It's into Kotosek. Driving at the back line. Great ball to Boris. Boris crosses it in back post. Simon Moore! Wasn't to be. But we now have a corner. Kotasek. Easy for Moreno in goal. That's poor from Kotasek. And they've been the better team statistically, as you can see. But there's been a couple one opportunity for us with Simon Moore. It wasn't a half or clear-cut chance. But I'd have fancied him to bang that in. Unfortunately, he didn't. Here comes Samuel now, running at our back line. It's opened up a bit this game, but that's blocked brilliantly by Rodriguez. Navarrete feeds it into Kotasek again to Simon Moore, who can dribble. He's been tackled, but it's fallen for Kotasek. Delightful ball out wide to Boris. Boris, here he goes. Oh, good save. Hit it with power. And it's another corner. And maybe we're going to play it short on the other side today. Is this going to fizzle out? Oh, we've taken our time there. It's crossed in. Just headed away by Van den Broek. There's been a couple quarter chances, I suppose. They don't go down as a half chance, but there's been opportunities there. And now Spurs have a corner. It's whipped in, headed away, but not particularly well. And they have the ball again. It's into Arlindro. Is this a chance? Samuel. All the way out wide. Where's the mark? And there's space galore. And it's off the post and it's cleared. We are really fortunate there. And at half time, 0-0. That's all right. This is good. This is what we need. I'm going to calmly say, I don't know what to say. I am happy, but I feel like that's a bit... I don't think I should do that. I'm going to say you've been unlucky. It's not really done a huge amount, but there we go. And speak to the attackers. There we go. That's just inspired a few of the lads. Let's go then. Second half. This is a huge half of football for us. Oh, I really want to win the league this year. We've been good. We've been so solid. But Spurs have a corner here. Oh, they've played it to the edge of the box. This is a chance. It's 1-0. And I think I'm going to have to go to the other tactic. We'll go balanced for the time being and maybe switch to attacking if need be. It's so annoying. It's so annoying when it's from a corner or a set piece. They probably deserve it on balance of play and all the stats and that sort of stuff. It's a penalty. Navarrete of all people giving it away. What's he doing back there? We're going to have to pray that Spurs flop in their game in hand. This is not good. They could go on and win every single game from this point onwards. We were unbeaten until this game, but this was the hardest game of the season away from home against Spurs. It's the hardest one, and unfortunately we just haven't managed to stand up to them. Not good performances on the pitch today. 15 minutes to go. Is there a glimmer of hope here? Don't think so. Here's Anthony though. Into Boris. Boris tackled. That's poor. Poor from Boris. And here's Henriquez. Good defended by Andrei Chenko. Just steps in. Absolute mountain. Knocks it long. Bit of a weird pass, but it's found Navarrete. Navarrete trying to make up for his penalty miss. But couldn't find the back of the net. Boris into Laurent. That's blocked as well. Might as well go attacking. See what we can do. Not made any subs. Just don't really know what to do. I think I'll bring Van den Broek off. Martinez will come on. Oh, what have I done there? Here goes Boris again. Tries to find Navarrete. And Spurs can break. Laurent heads. Kotasek into Van den Broek still on the pitch. Boris. Laurent running down the right hand side. He's got space. Crosses it early. Anthony! We're back in this. 20th goal of the season for Anthony. Can we turn this around? It's time to go. A bit more attacking. Safak Kalechi is going to go on for Navarrete, who gave away the penalty, of course. And let's do this. Just a few minutes to go. Very attacking it is. For the last couple of minutes, I don't think it's going to happen. In the end, it was Navarrete's penalty. Well, his mistake to give away the penalty. That could prevent us from winning the league this year. It's so harsh. They're still behind us, but they have that game in hand. That is the issue. Andrei Chenko once again, excellent defending. Back to Antonello. There's just 20 seconds to go. Simon Moore. Are we going to have a famous Regen Rovers moment? It's over the top. Headed comfortably back to Moreno. And that's it. That's all over. They were just too strong for us today, unfortunately. It wasn't to be. I'm trying to put pressure on in the last few seconds, but it's not enough. That is a blow. That is a big blow for us. That's the moment to say unlucky. I probably should have done that at half-time, but I didn't really know what to say. Never mind. We're still top by 2 points, but it's not enough. And Tottenham will be playing their game in hand in midweek against bottom... No, it's not the game in hand. When is their game in... Maybe it's against Crystal Palace. We're going to have to hope for a favour from someone like Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal. I mean, there's plenty of teams. They've got Man United and Liverpool in the last 2 days. So it is definitely possible. Although Liverpool are 14th. What is going on with them? Letting us... Well, hopefully they won't let us down on the last day of the season. This is an absolute joke from Juventus. This is their 3rd bid for Kotasek. And they're bidding for him on loan with a mandatory future fee. It's just bizarre. Why on loan? I just don't understand. He's my first choice midfielder. This is just bizarre. Obviously rejecting that one. Newcastle at home then. Big game. League Cup semi-final. Be lovely to get through to the final, of course. 1-1 in the first leg. I've made a couple changes. Aloisi has come in for Van den Broek and Fran has come in for Matt Smith. He needs a bit more rest than the average player, unfortunately. Fran's a decent left back though. 21 years old. Bit of potential. And Aloisi is his third season on loan from Dortmund. Still only 22 years old. Decent central midfielder. Newcastle then. Van der Linden is their top goal scorer. Can't be their top... most assists this season. Raquelio Eduardo, Brazilian international up front as well. They've got some decent players. Their captain is a Norwegian international. I've gone with the normal tactic at home. Hopefully we'll be a bit more free-flowing as a result. It's such a shame we lost that game. First of all, obviously, it means Spurs might overtake us. But secondly, it was our first defeat of the season in all competitions. It really has been a sensational season so far. Here come Newcastle, though. Hopefully we don't lose a second game in a row. Boris does well. Charging with the ball. Where's he going? He's fed it through to Anthony. Anthony scores his 21st goal of the season. He has been on fire. Great assist from Boris, though. Look at the fans. They're going absolutely wild. This was really good play. Boris ran the majority of the pitch before feeding it beautifully through to Anthony. And he struck it into the back of the net. There we go. 1-0. Good start. Loisi's got injured already. Martinez will come on. I've got Man United in the FA Cup next. Won't be surprised if we lose that one because I'm probably going to have to make some changes. I wanted to focus on this semi-final, of course. And of course I want to focus on the league. And we've got the Champions League knockout stages to look forward to. And what is Antonello doing there? A bit over the top. So I need to prioritise. I think the league is my first priority. Then Champions League. Of course, the League Cup final. We're already... If we get through to the final, then we're already through to that before sort of the Champions League kicks off and the end of the season. It's nice having that final earlier in the season, so you don't have to worry about it at the end of the season. Newcastle with a corner, headed away by Rodriguez. Kalber Matten after it. Into Reindl. Out wide. Boris, good block. Here we go again, Laurent. Down the line for Boris. In the pouring rain. In Winchester. Mark Ball Park, of course. Anthony has the long shot. It's quite far wide. I know quite a few people interested in what my plans are for FM20. It's now January, of course, and I've not really done a proper series. Done one season of Red Bull Salzburg. Completed one season with West Ham with my Creating a Legacy series, but that's not a full Let's Play series. I don't know yet. I really don't know. I think I want to finish this first. So I might try and focus on finishing this season and then decide what to do after that. It's hard to think about more than one thing at a time. Really enjoy my West Ham save though. Navarrete, great free kick. Lovely goal from him. He's not been as prolific this year, so I'm happy for him. That'll hopefully give him a bit of a confidence boost. But yeah, with my West Ham save, Creating a Legacy series, I've done 2 episodes, but I'm just doing half a season per episode. And it's just taking me back. I love sitting back and playing Football Manager without having to worry about the next video. I love doing this, and I love the creation side of things, and I love the fact that I've created this Regen Rovers thing from scratch. And it's been great. But it's nice to just enjoy playing Football Manager how I used to play it when I was at university, and just you'd whiz through seasons because you were just playing all the time. Unfortunately, I don't have as much time to just play all the time like I used to. At university, 90% Football Manager, 10% actually doing university stuff. It's the way it is. I find it funny when I see people tweeting, I'm off to uni in the summer, so I don't have time to play Football Manager anymore. How young you are. I mean, that is just a ridiculous statement, and you'll find that out. It's the time to play Football Manager. You've never got as much time to play Football Manager. Anyway, I'm rabbiting here. Kotisek's pretty tired, isn't he? We could play Lens in central midfield. Let's go with that. We should be through here. It's been comfortable, hasn't it? But I suppose we shouldn't get complacent. Here come Newcastle with Van der Broek. It's a bit like Van den Broek, isn't he? Decent effort, Antonello, easy save. I was thinking of playing Adrian Smith in this one. I played him in the first leg, I think. But I just wanted to put as strong a team out as possible and make sure I get through to this final. We've won a corner, which Lens takes short to Fran. Whipped in, headed wide by Navarrete. What's going on here? Oh, I've clicked on something. Oh, there we go. Navarete's got his goal. We're going to throw on Safet Kalechi. Got some tired legs out there. Dominant display. 26 shots to their 8. 53% possession. I'm going to sneeze. Got a bit of a cold at the moment, last couple of days. I don't mind colds when you don't feel ill. But it's annoying. They're more annoying than make you feel horrible. You're all just sneezing and snotty. You don't feel ill. It's just irritating. Here's Martinez into Safet Kalechi. Tackled. Not great play from him. Didn't have anyone to pass to, I suppose. But he's charging now. Look at him go. That's cleared up the pitch. Newcastle looking to get back into this. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a goal. Just because it's a long highlight. Oh, what a goal. On the volley. Bang. Yeah, they're back in this. 30 seconds to go. I'm hoping we've done enough. It'd be really annoying if they equalise here. Fran back to Antonello. Comfortable. 15 seconds. And we're through to... Well, in 15 seconds, we'll be through to the Carabao Cup final. Unless something dramatic happens here. Fran mopping up. Nice defensive play from him again. And that's it. We're through to the Carabao Cup final. I don't know who we're taking on. Let's find out. Delighted for them. Who are we playing? Let's have a look. Wow, Doncaster beat Man City in the first leg. Well, we've got to go forward today and see what happens in the second leg. Of course, we won the FA Cup in 2033, remember. That was miraculous. But we haven't won the League Cup, so it'd be lovely to win this one. And imagine if we're playing League One Doncaster. That'd be a bit of an anticlimax. But brilliant. Bradford reached the final, didn't they? So you never know. Here we go then. Man City versus Doncaster. I'm going to press continue and we'll see what happens. Off we go. Wait for it. 4-0. Completely dominant performance from Man City. No mistakes from them. So we're going to be taking on Man City in the Carabao Cup final, which will take place... When will it take place? Let's just see. I'm thinking about the next video, you see, because it makes sense to have that as the next video. In fact, it does make sense, because we'll be able to play Benfica in the first knockout round of the Champions League and take on Man City in the League Cup final. So that will be episode 175 of the series, assuming this is actually 174. I've lost track. Don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching. It's such a blow losing that one. It's a real blow, but I'm hoping for a favour from one of the other teams. That was only our first defeat of the season. So frustrating. But at this level, you need to win every game. You need to beat these teams. You need to beat the teams in and around you. Maybe West Ham can do us a favour, or Arsenal. That would be really handy if Arsenal can win the North London derby, of course. But we shall see. Hopefully it won't be too long until the next episode. I don't have as many games to play through. But until next time, enjoy FM 19 and FM 20. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy New Year!